Formula One, the pinnacle of speed, engineering, and raw talent. Or, so we'd like to believe. But what if one of the sport's most memorable wins wasn't about skill at all? What if the true victor wasn't the driver, but a shadowy network of political alliances, money laundering schemes, and international corruption? Enter Pastor Maldonado, the controversial Venezuelan driver who, thanks to a fortunate twist of fate and the wealth of Venezuela's state oil company, PDVSA, made headlines at the 2012 Spanish Grand Prix. Let's set the stage. It's the Spanish Grand Prix, and Lewis Hamilton is about to snatch pole position. But in a twist straight out of a conspiracy thriller, his car is disqualified from qualifying. Why? His team didn't have enough fuel to meet FIA regulations, just barely missing the minimum. In an instant, Pastor Maldonado, the runner-up, is bumped to pole position. Just like that, a man known for reckless crashes and wild maneuvers is now on top. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. Maldonado wasn't alone on that track. Behind him loomed PDVSA, Venezuela's state-owned oil company, bankrolling his career to the tune of millions. These weren't just any sponsorship dollars. PDVSA's money was suspected of being a front for one of the world's most corrupt regimes. Accusations swirled that Venezuela was using Formula One not only to inflate Maldonado's reputation, but to hide a far more sinister operation. PDVSA didn't just fund Maldonado's entry into Formula One. It helped him land seats with Williams and later Lotus. But at what cost? Experts now say these millions weren't just supporting a Venezuelan driver's dream. They were part of a vast operation to launder money, siphoning cash from Venezuelan oil revenues and disguising it under the glamorous veil of Formula One. Rumors persisted that Venezuela's ruling elite used the sport as a global showcase, masking bribes, inflated contracts, and secretive transactions. So, was F1 in on it? Formula One has always thrived on sponsorships, but could it really afford to ignore PDVSA's suspicious financial flows? In exchange for PDVSA's millions, Formula One welcomed a driver whose record spoke for itself, full of crashes, penalties, and erratic performances. To fans, it became a glaring question. Was Pastor Maldonado on the grid thanks to talent or to toxic oil money? While Maldonado enjoyed the spoils of racing on the global stage, Venezuela descended into economic ruin. Billions of dollars disappeared, and allegations surfaced that PDVSA had helped fund illicit activities, from narcotics trafficking to arms deals, and even backing Iran's nuclear ambitions. Was Formula One inadvertently and quietly funding global corruption? Or worse yet, was it looking the other way to keep the cash flowing? Maldonado didn't shy away from the rumors. Instead, he blamed the media for portraying him as the wild card of F1, a scapegoat for the sport's darker dealings. But when you're bankrolled by a company accused of embezzlement, money laundering, and corrupt partnerships, can you really blame the press for asking tough questions? Today, the truth about Maldonado's fairy tale success in F1 is clearer than ever. PDVSA, once Venezuela's cash cow, is in ruins. The country's economy has collapsed, millions live in poverty, and the dream of Venezuelan oil money has turned into a nightmare. Meanwhile, Maldonado's win at the Spanish Grand Prix remains a bitter reminder of how far a corrupt regime was willing to go to gain power and prestige. Formula One isn't just about racing. It's about money, politics, and power. Pastor Maldonado's journey from pole position to controversy is a chilling example of what happens when a sport fueled by billions turns a blind eye to the source of its wealth. Maldonado's story may be over, but his legacy is a cautionary tale for Formula One and the price it pays to keep its wheels turning. Was it worth it?